one of the lines in the Course in Miracles, if you come across Nietzsche, or you come across Krishnamurti, or you come across Shakespeare, you know, these characters have a pantheon, like a whole landscape of great quotes, and the Course in Miracles is no different. But if you study it extensively and exhaustively, it becomes like a code that's being put into your mind to usurp the old code, and that code is wholly beneficial when the right application of it is brought to the fore. But there's one line in the Course that says, "It takes great learning to come to see that all events, situations, and unfoldings are for your greatest benefit." And one of the things I've noticed over the course of my life, as I've gone through crisis after crisis, problem after problem, high after low, moment of contentment after moment of pain, moment of sorrow after moment of joy after moment of happiness, is that line has become woven into my thought system. Like whatever is unfolding at the level of form, my function is to master this learning that everything that happens is for my greatest benefit. And when you think of the Vietnamese soldiers that were, like the American soldiers that were in Vietnam, and they were so depressed and so like psychologically ill from all this carnage that they were participating in, and this horror and this hatred of this unknown soldier from a family and a race that they'd never met and didn't even speak their language. They were just cannon fodder. They would shoot themselves in the foot, right? And it was the way to get out of, they did it, but no one knows that they did it. Like they could just say that a stray bullet hit them. But that was the quickest way to get out of the hell, right? And so, like, in a sense, you can compare a lot of the painful stories in your life, the diagnoses, the phone call that tells someone you love has been in an accident, the failure of an exam, the passing of an exam that closes a door on another path, to this need to start to see with the eyes of what's really going on in the curriculum of the unfolding school that we're in. Now, the school it's not something you've matriculated into, it's not something that has a principal, it's not something that has a body you can complain to. It's a school of unlearning fear as a thought system. And that is like, there will be moments where you're only ready to, you're not ready to put your arms down, you're not ready to lose your, patriotism and fight for the good cause, you're not ready to stand up to the madness of the world, but you can shoot yourself in the foot and you can step out of it. And that's often what we do. We self-sabotage in such a way that allows us to see things, and I'm not saying we do it, like the universe can do it to us, but whenever we get shot in the foot by ourselves or others, that's an opportunity to step back and say, how can I see this differently? And that's where it takes great learning to master seeing everything in the light of, wow, this is for my greater good, right? And people can think you're psychotic if you speak out loud about that, but that's not your job. Your job is to imbibe this teaching that the unfolding of the attacks and defenses of the world, as you see it inflected in others and as you see it inflected in yourself, the dropping away of the curtain of that illusion and the subscription to such a belief that will get you anywhere, and it isn't a cry for love, it's nothing else other than a cry for love, is the movement in time and space to awaken from the dream of the pain mechanism that rules the mind.